Welcome, students. Welcome to Warcraft Lore Academy. Today, we'll be talking about ARTHAS MENETHIL, or, as you know all about him, the Lich King. So, let's begin. So, you may know it or not, but ARTHAS was once a crowned prince of Lordaeron and a knight of the Silver Hand. He was the son of King Tyrannus MENETHIL II. He was a paladin, a noble one, trained by the famous Uther the Lightbringer. I think you get the point here. He was a good guy, but despite his promising beginnings, ARTHAS became one of the most powerful, most evil, most monstrous, most hateful, most... Just give me a moment. Let me readjust my jaw. As we were saying, he was one of the most evil beings Azeroth has ever known. He transformed from a good, noble paladin to a horrible, evil Death Knight that gave his very soul to the Lich King. Yes, what led to his transformation was obtaining the cursed sword FROSTMOURME. You probably ask yourself, why did he take FROSTMOURME? Or, if you're not, because you actually know a little about lore. Anyway, he was forced to take FROSTMOURME. Well, he wasn't actually forced. It was more of his decision. Because, in his mind, he didn't have any other choice than to take the cursed sword and kill the evil DREADLORD, Mal'Ganis. So, you might be wondering, why does he want to kill DREADLORD Mal'Ganis? He wants to kill him so badly because he's led his army against all living beings on the Eastern Kingdom. He finally met him in the city of Stratholme. Turns out, Mal'Ganis was infecting all of the villagers there. Then, after ARTHAS came, as a hero, you'd expect he's going to help. But he did quite the opposite. We can't really say he was wrong. He may not have had any other choice. He ordered his men, or at least the men who were loyal, to follow him and to kill all the villagers before they turned into zombies. Of course, Jaina, Uther the Lightbringer, and most of his men left him. So, after he killed half the city and half the Scourge, he faced Mal'Ganis. ARTHAS and his men fought hard, but just before ARTHAS was to deal Mal'Ganis the final blow, he just disappeared. And he basically told ARTHAS to gather his men and meet him in the icy lands of Northend. Well, as you might have expected, he went to Northend, gathered his men, and hunted down Mal'Ganis. But before the final battle, he saw he was far too weak, so he stole the cursed blade FROSTMOURME. Of course, in the process, he killed Mordin Bronzebeard. At least, we all thought he killed him. Turns out, he was just injured. Anyway, we're getting off topic. So, with the mighty cursed blade, ARTHAS took the battle to Mal'Ganis and killed him, of course. Now, from the curse of the blade, he became an evil Death Knight. He had slain all of his loyal men and turned them into mindless Scourge. As a servant of the Lich King, he became quite evil. He destroyed the entire Eastern Kingdom. He destroyed Dalaran, Quel'Thas, the Elven Kingdom, and he also destroyed his hometown of Lordaeron. With his army, he went to Northend, slaying all the mighty ancient spirits that were in his path. And he joined as one with the Lich King. So, from that day forth, he became known as the evil Lich King. We are not going into further detail in this lesson, but I am going to tell you, in short, he spread a lot of evil all over the world until, of course, the mighty heroes of Azeroth and Argent-Dawn, led by Tyrion Fordring, defeated him. The end. I hope you liked this lesson, or you may have not. In that case, I can say I'm not a big fan of yours either. Until next time, class dismissed.